We shall conquer, overcome.
Oh, you give me fucking
Go on.
Snag tackle shall reach the dizzying heights of 1, 2 and 3 on the podium.
We will fight on the banks.
We will fight them on the banks.
We will fight in the water.
We shall fight them in the margins. And we shall fight them in the open water spots.
Yeah!
Snag tackle will never be beaten.
We will never be quiet.
We will never stop making noise.
And we will never back down.
And we will never back down.
Yes, Daniel.
Awesome, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snag all the way. Come on.
I'll tell you what.
JRC Cup draw is underway. We've got the captains over in the field there, getting ready to get the sectors for both teams. And later on, we will be doing the draws for the pegs. We've got all the boys waiting around, see where we're at. Nice bit of grub coming up as well. Ticket for the tombola and all the other goodies. So we'll try and get as much as we can here, but it's going to be a bit busy. So hopefully we'll catch you in a bit.
Tu vois en plus en odeur.
You've done the Johnny. What's your step, Johnny? Whoa. Oh. We haven't looked at the maps yet. Oh no. Come on, Johnny, get in that.
Sector 3, so me and Chris, we've got Sector 2, we're going to have a little look at what those are, and Sector 5 for Mark and Grover, so let's go and have a little look.
Come Sunday, this is where we're aiming to be. This one preferably. That's the one. Alright, go on.
Okay, draw's been done for the sectors, guys. We've got myself and Chris fishing one team, Mark and Andy fishing our other pair, and we've got sectors 2 and sectors 5, which are really, really good sectors. Club waters by the look of it. Lots of fish, some decent fishing, and depending on the peg draw, which we'll kind of come back to on a little bit later. The other guys with Johnny and Dan have drawn La Frette, where myself, I fished last year. I didn't do very well on there, but I know Jamie and Dave did really well on there last year. And then Jamie and Dave have got sector 3, which again, another really, really good sector to be able to have. Confidence is absolutely booming. Between the lot of us, we've got great sector draws. So like for myself, Chris, Mark and Andy, we've got club awards, we've got to work hard, we've got to get the weights up, we've got to get up in those rankings within each sector that we're in. I think Jamie and Dave have got a good runs type water, potentially on the domain de Cizetin, and they've potentially got the ability to build up a huge weight of carp very quickly. And if Johnny and Dan can hit... Sorry, we just got interrupted by the French trying to speak over the microphone. And I think if Johnny and Dan can winkle a couple of the big ones out of the threat, because there are some huge fish in that lake. It's a lake that's only fished probably 4 or 5 times a year. Only over weekend sessions. They've got the ability to build up a really good strong team there. Guys, confidence booming? What do you reckon? Have we got a good draw? Yeah. Are we up for it? Yeah. Let's go, boys. Let's have it. Good thing is, right?
Chris, stop and talk yourself into it.
Now it's not just about
Talk yourself into it.
Chris queuing up. Chris is going to do the peg draw for us. Fuxie, feeling lucky? Still free, Chris, so it's 20.
Sur la nationale, ici c'est côté route. Voilà. Ok. Voilà. Vous avez, cette année, on laisse les voitures sur le poste. Ok. Par contre, obligatoirement, vous vous débrouillez, vous faites ce que vous voulez, mais obligatoirement, un camion pompier doit passer. Voilà. C'est pas compliqué. Obligatoirement, vous devez être en binôme. Attention les gars, il n'y a pas de un pêcheur, mon pêcheur il est final.
.35, we're just getting set up, unloading the van. Loads of area for bivvying up. Okay, so we've got down this margin, see the fallen tree just down there. We've got all the way up to this second tree there, down that margin. All the way out here there's been fish showing on that wind line, and we've basically got all the way pointing out to that swim you can probably see on the far side there, about 90 metres, 100 metres, that kind of thing. Been told there's a big stock of fish, there's a lot of fish, and we should have a few.
Okay, little update from our lake and peg at the JRC. So we drew Lafrette, which is the biggest lake on the complex. I think it's just over 80 acres, and we were fortunate enough to draw peg 7.
Lovely little corner peg, to be fair, isn't it?
Which
is a nice corner peg.
Commands a massive amount of water. We've got all the way up to the tree on the corner, if you can see that about there, and all the way to the post just down this bank here. Some monster fish in here. They go up to about 72 pounds, we've been led to believe. It has just been restocked as well, but it is a notorious hard lake. It's only fished.
Yeah, we've had a few fish show as well in front of us, haven't we? So
yeah, couple of times a year it's fished. We turned up. It was quite calm compared to what it is now. There's a lot of fish showing. So we're confident we can nick a bite or two.
Yeah, it's not an easy water, but you know, we'll do our best, won't we? We'll do our best.
See what we can do. So we will keep you updated, but for now we're going to get some food on, have another beer, and see what happens through the night.
Little update then. So me and Jamie have had 8 carp last night between us. It was a busy night, pretty much had a run every hour from 10 o'clock. It's slowed down a bit now. I've got a funny feeling it might be a nighttime water. Jamie's going to change his spot today. He's just going to move in the corner of that margin over there, under the tree. I've got my productive spot underneath this tree, so we're going to try and replicate that over there. I'm also going to get a fair amount of bait on my far margin spot by that tree, the big tree. Used about a bucket and a bit of bait last night just on that one spot underneath my rods, and I caught a bonus sturgeon, so happy days.
Right, a bit of an update from section 5. We haven't had any fish yet, they're all set up. So we've got the rods out there, we've got a mark out in the middle there and a mark out to the island. So Andy's fishing to the island, all set up, a bit of a mess, but here we go. So baits are out there, we've got a bag out there, it's got some few oils in it so you can see when the fish are feeding. We've got a couple of baited spots and just a couple where we just trickled some bait in, so hopefully we'll get a few, keep you informed.
Wow, you've not seen much of us since we were at the at the HQ, but we've had a few. I think Mike did a little bit earlier about showing the slings, but we've just had one go on a spot we've had baited for a little while. Didn't put a rod on it until this morning.
19 foot of water.
In 19 foot of water. So yeah, we've had a few. There were a few stills, but a lot of them were quite small, so they just got weighed and put back pretty quickly. So we can get on and keep working, but we've been plugging away. It's been a challenge. We have lost as many as we caught. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and plonk this camera down somewhere quickly, if I can, so you can see. You might lose us. He will sit in a sling until we can get the marshals round. We'll send him a message and they will head on over as soon as they can. You'll wait there. Hopefully we'll be able to show you what it's like when the marshals come around. We'll show you them weighing it if we get a chance. But if it goes anything like last night, we won't get a chance. But we'll do our best. Alright, so the marshals are here to weigh that fish, finally. I'll be quiet and let you listen to Mark's wondrous French. Yeah. It's quite chilly, isn't it? Been in there a while.
Do you want to get the paperwork, Chris?
Yeah. No, I've got it.
I'll buggies.
Mike getting battered.
Check the weight. Bring me well. 7.2.
7.76.
7 kilo. 7 kilo.
7.8. Do you want a picture of it there?
Back she goes.
Jamie's just landed his second carp within about 10 minutes. Looks like average size, 7.5 kilo or so. Just unhooking it there. Well done, Jamie. Get in.
Afternoon. Yeah, so Lafrette, peg 7. Tricky. That wind is proper hacking in. You know, we've got some bait on the spots before it got too windy, but we haven't seen much since 9 o'clock this morning. But we're cracking on with it. Bait and wait a little bit, but we'll see what it brings. I'm hoping this margin will go early morning tomorrow. We saw a few fish top there yesterday, so you know we'll still keep working at it. To be fair to me and Dan, I've never had a gym workout like it. We have been cracking on, but it's a big water. If the fish are not here, the fish are not here. What can you do? We are doing our best. But the other boys are doing an absolute amazing job. Top lads, working their socks off. What more can you do? So yeah, we'll see. We'll let you know if anything happens. We're fairly confident it might do if this wind drops a little bit tonight, which it should do. And the sun's come out tomorrow. So, what are we saying, Dan? We're going to have one, mate. We're going to have one, mate.
We're going to nick one at some point. It's just a matter of time. We're doing everything possible to make this happen. And
100%.
We are positive 100%. At some point one of these rods
100%.
will rattle off.
Yeah, definitely.
5, 6.
500.
5.
5 kilos and 7. 507.
Okay, yeah, 500. Morning guys, quick update on the last morning of the competition. We've just returned to another common. We had a few bites in the night. I'm not sure whether there's a trailer out there because there's some weird bites that we were getting, but we've still got fish showing on the spots. It's not over till the fat lady sings. We're here till 10 o'clock on the dot. We've got a big tidy up to be able to do. Either myself or Chris are up all night again. We have some good news from the CCH Lake. So our other pair, Mark and Andy, they've managed to bag one over the night. So that's both pairs for our team. Team OG have now caught. 14 broke back. I haven't spoken to Johnny and Dan yet. I'm sure I found out if they've had a fish. They've had an absolute grueler on Lafrette. I feel for them. I fished it last year. It's a tough water to fish. It's got some hidden gems in it, some absolutely huge fish. But you never know, they might winkle one out this morning. If anyone's going to, it's those two. Then we come to Jamie and Dave. Well, I was speaking to Dave at 2 o'clock this morning. He had 6 fish in the slings. In the space of 5 minutes, he had another 2 fish. Then he had some sturgeon. Then his rods were going left, right and centre. Last time I spoke to him, he was pretty sure he'd gone over the 300 kilo mark, potentially 350 kilos. I haven't spoken to them between
I'm
2
sure
o'clock.
I've just seen a message coming through saying he's had another couple, maybe 24 poundish.
There we go. So we've had another couple come through from Dave this morning. And Jamie, obviously those guys are absolutely ground one out. I know Jamie was fishing 1 rod to a snag yesterday, 6 or 7 fish in the space of a couple of hours. So those guys have had an absolute grueler, fantastic time, smashed the fish out, worked their little behinds off for this competition and for the honour of what we represent when we come out here. But again, last morning guys and girls, it's still all to play for. Beautiful morning. We've still got our rods on the snags. The long rods that we tried a different mix on yesterday. We went to the trigger. and pineapple embute from Nutribate stable. We hit that pretty hard just with the solubles and the 18 millers. Glugged up in the liquids. We had 3 runs off that last night. 2 of them, not sure if it was a trailer, and then the one we actually brought in was a lovely common, just over 5 kilos, but we don't anticipate getting much more out of this. There are fish over the 20 kilo mark in here, but all we've been seeing in the competition so far is up to about 7 kilos. So put into British pounds, that's 15-16 pounds.
We had one that was just 10, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've had one at just over 10 kilos, but that's the biggest we've had out so far. But we've still got 3.5 hours, something like that, left to go. As the old saying says, it's not over till the fat lady sings. And I know the boys are going to grind it out till the last minute. We've got a massive, massive mission in front of us to be able to pack everything down and get this place looking smart. It does look like a bomb's hit it. Again, throughout the night, we've been not necessarily swapping and changing, but where the circumstance arises, we have been trying different things and it's worked. We're hopeful for a couple more this morning. We know yesterday morning doing the same thing down on the snags over here to my right, to your left. We had a double take down there, so we're trying again down there. We've seen fish on the long spot. We've now got 2 rods out on the long spot as well. It's all to play for, guys. I know each and every competitor, from the bottom of my heart, to all of you guys, all your families, everybody that has to put up with me, and everybody else messaging everybody throughout the build up to this competition up until this moment. We sincerely thank you all. I know we've all been in contact with our friends and family, our partners and all that kind of thing over the course of the week odd that we've been here. Massive thank you to all of the partners and children and everything like that, because without you guys supporting us and all the other guys that are here, we wouldn't be able to do this. And I think you all know how much it means to us. We love coming out here, we love participating in this amazing event against the French, the Belgians and every other nationality that's here. We have a fantastic time. We've got a great relationship with all the guys that are here. We absolutely love it. 100% we will be back next year, hopefully with a couple more teams, at least one more team. I know there's another set of 4 guys that are interested, potentially another set of 4 guys after that. It's a grueler, it's tough. You have to bring everything, you have to bring the kitchen sink, because you never know whether you're going to be on a water fishing for grassies, for example, or a big fish water where you're fishing for some big fish. I do know last night a special fish came out of Varennes, one of the lakes, over 25 kilos. I'm not sure which team it was. Biggest fish so far, big mirror. It looks huge. All I know is it's over 25 kilos. I don't know the exact weight to it. But well done to that team. Well done to all of the teams that are competing. It's a phenomenal event, and thank you to the organisers, to JP and all the guys from Carp Club H2O, to all of the marshals and the commissaire who come around and do a phenomenal job looking after us, making sure that everybody's happy. They don't necessarily tell you how to fish it, but if they know anything about the waters, they'll let you know little snippets of depths and this kind of thing. Because ultimately we have no idea on these waters when we come out here. We've learnt over the last 5 years. But look, that's enough of me waffling. Let's crack on for the last morning of the competition, and hopefully we've got a couple more to show you later on. Have a quick look at the water and enjoy the scene, guys.
So just to add a little video on to the end there, the liner at the end of the video there produced a fish, and that's what we found throughout the whole competition. Liners, fish, every single time.
The liner tells us they're there, and we literally get ready, and then always pretty much within 5 minutes it's away. So I've just literally had another liner after putting it out, so I'm expecting another one pretty soon.
Hopefully that rod rips off. I think it will. The set patterns in this lake, and we figured it out very quickly. They were holding over there and under this snag, but we think what they were doing was coming in from this way around the margin into the snags, which is why that snag's been producing so many fish in the day, and then up this margin here. I've been fishing under this bush on a night time and I've been catching, but the tree there, Jamie's had a rod under there a couple of times and that's not produced any fish other than a sturgeon. So yeah, I think we've figured out the pattern of the fish's movement around this lake throughout the day. So yeah, we've worked hard, we've learnt a lot. I made a few mistakes at the start, overcome them by beefing the gear up because of the snags, and then after that we've barely dropped any fish whatsoever. I think I dropped one yesterday and Jamie dropped one yesterday or something like that.
Yeah, so I think Thursday we was almost 50% dropping to hook pools or snapped hook links or stuff like that. Whereas yesterday, today, I reckon we're down to like 5% if that drops.
Yeah.
So that's made a massive difference yesterday. So the first day we made mistakes, we learned from them, adapted, changed as Dave said, we changed what we did, and then yesterday we've got a lot of fish.
I'll leave it at that. But yeah, hopefully we'll be reporting some more fish soon.
Hi guys, you can probably tell competition's over. We're just driving back to HQ now. What can I say about the competition?
Not too much. Surprise.
Yeah, not going to say too much, but we have got a massive surprise for you guys. I'm not going to let on too much. You'll have to watch the lives a little bit later on. We'll give you a heads up on rough timing, but it is going to be well worth a watch. All I will say at this moment in time is we saw, and one of the teams has well and truly conquered the JRC Super Cup. That's as much as I'm going to say at the moment. Epic result from all of the guys that have fished the event. It's been a grueler for a couple of the teams, but one of the pairs in particular has done something truly spectacular in 72 hours. Very, very proud of the guys. Unreal work rate. They haven't slept. I think we're going to have to swap some drivers around to get ourselves back to Calais nice and safely. I'm driving at the moment, so I'm not going to waffle on too long. Myself and Chris, we're going to hit a McDonald's. We're going to get some grub inside us, get to HQ, get to the event centre, wait for all the other guys and girls to arrive. But it's safe to say that later on today is going to be well worth a watch, guys. So keep an eye out in the next couple of hours. Be after midday, I'd have thought. I'm not sure exactly the timing. We will post it up. It's going to be well worth a watch. So from me, massively proud of all the pairs. Thank you guys. Thank you to all your partners and families and everybody that allows this kind of stuff to happen for us. It's amazing for us to be able to come out here and compete with, you know, some of the best international pairs that are out here. The marshals, the commissaire, unreal people. It's an amazingly well run event. And if anyone's interested for next year, please let us know. We can definitely put you in contact with the right people. It's well worth it. But from me for the moment, au revoir. Guys, it's the sector draw for sector 1 so far. We've got first, second and third coming up here for sector 1. We're looking for sector 3.
Secteur 1, troisième, messieurs. Alors, je ne sais pas si c'est Ponte ou Pontès, Eric. Et Noël Thomas de Carp and Furious 57 avec 55 kg 3.
So they got 53.3 kilos for third place.
Ils arrivent.
They're just coming. Typical time over here. It's not in the quick orders that we do it in.
Donc voilà le podium du secteur 1. Merci à vous, messieurs, bravo.
Okay, 3 we're looking for.
Voilà pour le secteur 2, bravo à vous, messieurs.
Bit of surprise we got coming for you now. Sector 3, guys. This is the one we're watching for. And there might be something sweet coming slightly after this as well.
Oui.
I think that's that.
Alors, troisième secteur.
Wait for the weights on
Donc, premier de secteur, avec 411 kg 3.
411.3 kilos.
Snag, Brockback, Clark, Jamie et Dobson Dewey.
Hey! So they got first in sector, guys. 411 kilos, 300 grams. Come on, boys!
Deuxième, 409 kg. Donc à 2 kg près. TCS Carpis, Durand Lucas et son père Frédéric.
We have Snag on the podium. And yet they've beaten the young lad, look. Bless him.
Troisième, avec 351 kg 7.
I'm proud of those boys.
La team des Trois Gravières. Alors c'est Meué, Oumé, Patrick et Rivière Emilien. Allez, bravo à eux, félicitations messieurs.
Win, boys!
Secteur 4.
Right guys, we're now here back to the JRC Super Cup, coming up to the individual side of things. So this comes to the top pairs that have done the highest weights and this kind of thing in the whole competition. And I've got a funny feeling you might be seeing two lads that you've already seen back on that first place, and by the look of it, Dan, show them, there's a few piles of bits of gear for them there. So,
Classement individuel.
this is individual classement.
Donc là, comme vous l'avez compris, c'est le classement juste par binôme.
So this is just by pairs for the class.
Donc premier individuel en général.
First place.
Snag, Brockback,
Snag,
Clark,
Brockback.
Jamie et Dobson Dewey. 423.
Come on, boys! He's forgotten his trophy on the way up. Typical Dobson. Come on, boys! Hey!
À 2 kilos près. 2 kilos près derrière.
Needless to say,
TCS Carpis,
English
Durand
on the
Lucas
podium
et son
for the
père
French
Frédéric.
competition. Let's just say the top pair in France for the JRC Super Cup are taking the St George's Cross home. There's a second who's come nearly just 2 kilos under.
Troisième, les Trois Gravières. Meué Patrick et Rivière Emilien, 351 kg 7.
100 just under 100 kilos lower than Dave and Jamie. So, absolute legends. The boys have not slept in 72 hours. Maybe a couple of hours here and
Donc
there.
là, ça mérite bien vos applaudissements messieurs, bravo à eux. Ils n'ont pas dû beaucoup dormir. Donc, les gars, là ça mérite vos applaudissements. Voilà le podium de la JRC 2025. Bravo! Bien joué,